Hello, this is the Hunter x Hunter Institute. The Phantom Troupe is a group of dangerous A-level bounty hunters who are said to be too dangerous to mess with. Although they are cruel and inhumane bandits, they attract readers with their overwhelming battle scenes in the York New City arc. Perhaps because we haven't seen them for a long time after the Chimera Ant arc, the internet tends to make fun of Nobunaga, the 4-meter, and Samurai. We're sure we're not the only ones who got excited by the scene where all members gathered on the Black Whale. In this video, we would like to discuss the Phantom Troupe, a famous group of villainous characters. We will also discuss in depth the theory that the Phantom Troupe has already been wiped out, so please enjoy until the end. If you don't want the Phantom Troupe to be wiped out, like the video, and let us know your favorite member of the Phantom Troupe in the comments section. 1. The Phantom Troupe. The Phantom Troupe is a group of dangerous A-level bounty hunters that even professional hunters can't deal with. Each member is numbered from 0 to 12 and has a tattoo of a numbered 12-legged spider on their body. Hisoka tells us that in order to join the troupe, they need to kill a current member for an empty slot. The Phantom Troupe basically follows their leader, Chrollo. However, their first priority is not Chrollo, but the troupe itself, and even the leader may be sacrificed in certain situations. Therefore, sometimes some members prioritize Chrollo more than others. In the York New City arc, there was a conflict among the members over whether to rescue the kidnapped Chrollo or not. Obviously, not every member is indifferent to Chrollo, but they seem to think that rescuing Chrollo means disobeying the rules and desecrating him. The reason why the troupe is important to the story, even though they are not the main characters, is because of the Kurta clan massacre that they committed in the past. Whether at the request of someone or at the will of Chrollo, the troupe killed all the Kurta people and stole their scarlet eyes, and this brought anger to Kurapika. The battle between Kurapika and the troupe continues to this day. 2. Members of the troupe that are confirmed to be dead. As for the Phantom Troupe, 4 members are confirmed to be dead at this moment. There were members who were killed in an intense fight, and there are also members who were easily killed despite their popularity. We would like to take a look back at the members who died and the causes of their deaths. The first member is group member number 11, Uvogin. With a height of over 2 meters and overwhelming offensive power, Uvogin is said to have mastered the art of Enhancer Nen and is the best power fighter in the troupe. Uvogin not only excels in power, but also has a strong mentality to resist torture and the analytical ability to analyze enemies. Although Uvogin is trusted by the members and has unrivaled fighting ability, he was captured by Kurapika in the York New City arc. Uvogin was rescued by other members of the group, but he has another fight against Kurapika. In the end, Kurapika tortures Uvogin with chain jail for information about other members of the troupe. Uvogin, who refused to sell out his comrades until the very end, was stabbed in the heart and killed. The second person that has died is Pakunoda, member number 9. She is a tall woman with a wide-brimmed suit and an eagle nose. She is an information processor in the troupe. She has the ability to read memories, an ability that Shalnark has described as irreplaceable. She succeeded in reading the weaknesses and personality of Kurapika from Gon and Killua with this ability. But when Chrollo is kidnapped by Kurapika, she has to decide whether to rescue Chrollo or not. In the end, by using Memory Bomb, she breaks free from the Judgment Chain's order, which was to not share Kurapika's information with other members. Memory Bomb allowed Pakunoda to implant the memory regarding Kurapika to some troupe members. The third member is member number 12, Kortopi. Kortopi is the smallest member of the troupe, and his long hair hides his face, making it impossible to tell his age or gender. Kortopi's Gallery Fake is an ability which specializes in support. He can duplicate objects with 2 hands. In the York New City arc, Kortopi's Gallery Fake played a variety of roles, including duplicating the hideout, duplicating stolen goods, and disguising the corpses of troupe members. He has been in the series since the beginning, but was killed by Hisoka in a second in Heaven's Arena. He is a character who has the nickname of Kortopi, because he was killed while pooping. The fourth is Shalnark, the 6th member of the group. He is in charge of the troupe's information processing due to his warm personality and his vast knowledge. He also is a skilled leader and is a sub-leader of the troupe in Chrollo's absence. He is a manipulator who can control the target by sticking an antenna called Black Voice into the target. In the Chimera Ant arc, he even increased his aura and physical ability by attaching an antenna to himself. He was a popular character among the troupe because he had been in the troupe since the beginning and has a fine personality. However, while he was lending Chrollo his cell phone, which is important to his ability, he was killed by Hisoka. 3. A theory that the Phantom Troupe is already wiped out. The Phantom Troupe continues to exist through a constant replacement of its members, but all the members of the troupe except Chrollo may have already been wiped out. Let us explain what this means. We have introduced this theory in the previous video about Machi, but we would like to discuss this again in depth. In Volume 35, Chapter 366, Chrollo was standing alone in a room marked 37564, which can be read as "kill everyone" in Japanese. And there's a scene where a stranger steps on a cockroach next to him. In the following chapter, all the members gather together and Chrollo gives the order to eliminate Hisoka. Then, they split into teams to search for Hisoka. Normally, we would think that here, Chrollo is angry about Hisoka killing Shalnark and Cortopi and gathered all the members in an attempt to eliminate Hisoka. However, doesn't it seem strange that Chrollo is sitting alone in the cabin, where it could be read as "everyone has been killed"? What if we assume that this scene in chapter 366 is not about the present, but about the future? The flow of the story is first, vengeful troupe members get together. Then, they split into groups to search for Hisoka, who is hiding aboard the Black Whale. However, all troupe members except Chrollo are killed, and Chrollo sits alone in the cabin. If this is true, it means that all the troupe members, excluding Chrollo, were killed, right? We would like to explain the reasons to support this theory. Reason number 1. First of all, please pay attention to the interaction between a passenger and Hisoka in chapter 366. The number of the floor where Chrollo is looking can be read as 37564, which can be read as "everyone dead" in Japanese. The fact that the author chose this number and presents it so clearly to the reader means something, right? Since Chrollo is on that floor, it is most likely that the troupe members are dead. Reason number 2. Next, in the same scene, a stranger stomps on a cockroach. This cockroach may refer to Kurapika, an enemy of the troupe. In the following chapter 367, Kurapika lends Queen Oito an ability using Steel Chain, an ability which can steal and give abilities to others. It was to help her spy on the other princes. Here, a cockroach was used for spying. Couldn't it imply that Kurapika's involvement using a cockroach caused Chrollo's anger? Reason number 3. Why was Chrollo alone there in the first place? After Chrollo had a battle with Hisoka, Shalnark had a conversation with Chrollo and said, "It's been a while since we've all been together." From this, Chrollo may have instructed everyone to meet on the Black Whale. So is it strange that Chrollo is alone in chapter 366? It could be that he simply wanted to be alone, but in the York New City arc, Hisoka says, "Chrollo is very guarded. He always has at least 2 men by his side." Therefore, it seems quite strange that Chrollo, a Class A bounty hunter, would be alone for no reason in the midst of so many professional hunters and mafia members, including the Zodiac 12. It may be that Chrollo is all alone because he cannot accept the fact that all the members of the troupe were killed. Reason number 4. In addition to the previous reason, the timeline is off between chapter 366 and 367. In episode 366, Chrollo is depressed, so it is not surprising that the scene depicts the future and that all the members of the group are killed, right? Also, episode 367 is supposed to be the 4th day after the ship's departure. With the estimated time of 2 months until reaching the Dark Continent, it seems unnatural that all the members finally gather and exchange information on the 4th day, doesn't it? If one of the members was killed, wouldn't it be natural for them to want to share information earlier? In other words, we believe that this scene in chapter 367 is about the past. Reason number 5. When Togashi Sensei was asked in an interview about the future of the Phantom Troupe, he answered that they would all die. To rephrase this, it is almost a given that the troupe will be wiped out sooner or later, isn't it? From the above, we believe that all members of the Phantom Troupe except Chrollo are dead, and the clues to this are Chrollo is alone after the gather-up call. Area number 37564 can be read as everyone dead. The cockroaches refer to Kurapika. Chrollo's clothes are different in episodes 366 and 367. Togashi sensei himself says that all the troop members will eventually die. We believe that these are the clues to solve the mystery. In addition, the latest chapter of the Jump serialization depicts a troop on the whale and also depicts the past of the Phantom Troupe. It begins abruptly in the form of Nobunaga's past memory, but if the troop is suddenly brought into focus, it seems more and more likely that the troop is wiped out, doesn't it? So, if the Phantom Troupe was wiped out and the cockroach in episode 366 refers to Kurapika, how did Kurapika get involved and how did the troop get wiped out? For Kurapika, the Phantom Troupe is the one who attacked his hometown and stole Scarlet Eyes. If Kurapika was involved in the wipeout of the troop, it is highly possible that Kurapika killed the troop members, or was involved in killing them. However, it would be very difficult for Kurapika to kill all the troop members by himself. Kurapika's Chain Jail is an ability that is limited to the troop. It is a powerful ability that can almost certainly bind and force them into a Zetsu state. However, Kurapika's ability alone is not enough to wipe out the troop stealthily. The Judgment Chain is the only chain that can take the life of an opponent without fail. Moreover, since the Judgment Chain is normally used after binding an opponent with a Chain Jail, it cannot be used against multiple opponents. Therefore, it is highly unlikely that Kurapika could have wiped out the troop by himself. Then, what if Hisoka asks to work with him to kill the troop? Hisoka is a character who usually works alone, but he once worked with Illumi in a battle. After the fight with Chrollo in the Heavens Arena, Hisoka said, "I will do anything to fight against a troop," showing that he is okay with any method as long as it kills a troop. If Hisoka is aware that he was also fighting with other troop members other than Chrollo in the arena, it would not be surprising if Hisoka started a troop hunt with someone else to get back at Chrollo. Even Hisoka would find it quite difficult to kill several troop members without bringing attention, so it wouldn't be strange if Hisoka asked Kurapika to work with him, since they share the same goal, right? Then how exactly did Hisoka and Kurapika wipe out the Phantom Troupe? For example, Kurapika could use his Chain Jail to restrain them, and then use the Judgment Chain to restrict them from telling other members about the attack. The troop would struggle a lot against this method. If another troop member came to attack, Hisoka will be there to deal with it. In this way, even if it is difficult to deal with all the troop members at the same time, if Kurapika and Hisoka work together and deal with them one by one without failing, it will be a piece of cake to cut down the spider's legs. Please let us know your ideas about the Phantom Troupe's wipeout in the comments section. 4. Chrollo's death foreshadowing. Assuming that all troop members except Chrollo are dead, Togashi Sensei's statement that all troop members will die is more believable, isn't it? If this is true, then wouldn't Chrollo also die on the Black Whale? Here, we would like to discuss Chrollo's death. Who killed him, and how was he killed? From what we have gathered, we believe that Hisoka is the most likely to kill Chrollo. Possible evidence includes Hisoka is trying to kill all the members, Hisoka's personality, the difference in strength between Chrollo and Hisoka. First, Hisoka is currently hunting for all the troop members. Naturally, Chrollo is one of his targets, so it is almost certain that Hisoka and Chrollo will fight again. Let's take a look at how Hisoka started the troop hunt. Hisoka had wanted to fight Chrollo for a long time and finally got his wish in the Heavens Arena. But when Hisoka found out that other members were also involved, he decided to kill Shalnark and Cortopi, who were involved in their fight. In other words, Hisoka wanted to fight with Chrollo without anyone else involved. The second reason is Hisoka's twisted personality. Hisoka tends to enjoy being hated by people whose strength he recognizes, and to find himself in difficult situations, doesn't he? In the 13th Hunter Association Chairman Election arc, he says, "It would be best if we kill Aluka to get Killua to hate me, and then kill Killua and then get Illumi to hate me." In other words, it would not be surprising if he thought it would be more fun to kill the troop members and be hated by Chrollo, right? The third reason is that if Chrollo and Hisoka fight again, there's a high possibility that Chrollo wins. Chrollo had been waiting for Hisoka to fight him in the Heavens Arena, but in fact, he had been running away from Hisoka for quite some time. He had to buy some time in order to gather the various abilities needed to fight with Hisoka. This could be a reason why Chrollo cannot win against Hisoka without preparation. Chrollo was only able to overpower Hisoka in the Heavens Arena because of Shalnark's black voice and Cortopi's gallery fake. Now that they are both dead, Chrollo will not be able to fight as well as he did in the Heavens Arena. In summary, Hisoka with his twisted personality wants to fight Chrollo without anyone else involved. So, he probably wants all the other troupe members to be dead and fight with an enraged Chrollo. However, Chrollo, who has lost his powerful abilities such as Black Voice and Gallery Fake, cannot win against Hisoka and may be killed by Hisoka. Also, if we assume that Kurapika is cooperating with Hisoka, the chances of Chrollo surviving is almost zero. The Phantom Troupe has been popular for its battle scenes. Will the Phantom Troupe be able to survive and obtain the treasure from the Kaken Empire and the Dark Continent? We love the Phantom Troupe very much. If you didn't want the Phantom Troupe to be wiped out, you are already a member of the Hunter x Hunter Institute. We'll be sending out more videos to show you how great Hunter x Hunter is, so don't forget to subscribe to our channel. That's all for this time. See you in the next video.